Hello and a very warm welcome to Bharata First. You're watching FRP Explains. I'm Rausan Pereira. Since you're here, please like the video, subscribe, hit the bell icon and share the content as well so that more people get to know about Bharata First. Let me also take this opportunity to inform you about My Bharata, another YouTube channel that we have started, which looks specifically at content related to Indian history, Indian culture and Indian heritage. Please subscribe to that channel as well and enjoy the content. Well, I'm wearing a kurta today in solidarity with Nirbhay Kumar Singh. Who is Nirbhay Kumar Singh and why am I talking about him today? Well, he is a headmaster of a small little girls' school in a district in Bihar called Lakhisarai. Now, he has been pulled up by the district magistrate Sanjay Kumar Singh, who has taken strict action against him. And for what? For a frivolous little thing, because he was dressed in a kurta and a pyjama when the all-powerful DM had gone to that school to inspect what was happening there. Yes, the DM has his right to go and inspect and see what exactly is happening in the institutions in his district so that better work can be done. But using this kind of language and using his power in such a kind of way is unjustified and uncalled for. He pulled up Nirbhay Kumar Singh for wearing a kurta and pajama and asked him, "Are you a politician or are you a teacher? When you're coming to teach, dress like a teacher, don't dress like a politician," is what he said. He also went on to yell and shout at this headmaster for trying to give him an explanation or try and suggest why he was dressed so.
किसी तरीके से आप शिक्षक जैसा लग रहे हैं। हमको तो लगा कि आप स्थानीय जनप्रतिनिधि हैं। हाँ, शिक्षक है आप। अपने आप को इस वेशभूषा में अगर शिक्षक है तो मत रखिए। ये प्रिंसिपल आपके हेडमास्टर कैसा है जी? ये जो देखिए कि ये हेडमास्टर आपके हमारे सामने कुर्ता और पजामा पहन करके आराम से नेता की तरह बैठे हुए हैं। ना हम इनके उस पर तत्परता देख रहे हैं कि बच्चे लोगों को पढ़ा रहे हैं। निर्भय कुमार सिंह नाम है, इनका नाम नोट कीजिए और इनको शोकत वहां से कीजिए कि इनको क्यों नहीं यहां से हटा दिया जाए। और इनका स्कूल में वेतन इनका बंद कर दीजिए, इनका वेतन बंद कर दीजिए, तुरंत वेतन बंद कर दीजिए, इनका एकदम वेतन तुरंत बंद कीजिए और आपको पता चल जाएगा ऐसा नहीं है। आपको जरा सा आप एक चीज आप बता देते हैं, आप शिक्षक हैं तो शिक्षक की तरह रखिएगा, अपने आप को इस वेशभूषा में आप रखिएगा तो आप शिक्षक रखने के लायक नहीं। हम लोग आपको ये कह देंगे कि भाई इनको जनप्रतिनिधि बना दीजिए, आप जाकर के वोट मांगते रहिएगा लोग से, यहाँ शिक्षा करने का जरूरत नहीं है। इस तरीके से इतना ढीला ढाला करके आकर के बच्चे लोगों पर नेतागिरी के हिसाब से नहीं आकर के करेंगे जब आप।
This particular incident brings to light something else that happened, or brings to mind rather something else that happened in September 2021 in Ansal Plaza in the national capital Delhi. An incident was brought to the fore by certain media outlets in which a woman alleged that she was not allowed entry into a restaurant called Akila in Ansal Plaza, a high-end restaurant, because she was wearing a sari. And the dress code of the restaurant was smart casuals. The restaurant believed that a sari is not smart casuals and did not allow her to enter the restaurant.
Show me that sari is not allowed. Show me that sari is not allowed.
Ma'am, we allow only smart casual and sari is not comes under the smart casual. That's it.
Okay. Thank you. Tell me once again. You should also tell. Ma'am,
So that's just another incident that of course has come to the fore. There are many such incidents that have taken place in the past and continue to take place in the country as well. If you look at some of the high-end clubs in some of the metro cities in the country, they have specific dress codes under which most of the times it is Western formals or Western casuals. The Indian attire is barely given a chance or barely given the kind of representation that it should be given. For instance, if someone is dressed in a vesti, they are not allowed in any of the high-end clubs. Someone is dressed in a panche, they are not allowed in any of these high-end clubs. Now, these are traditional Indian attires. These are traditional Indian attires which have been worn for grand occasions. These, are the kind of clothes that several of the kings and others have worn in the past as well. But today, they have no place in many of these so-called posh locations and many of these so-called posh places where the who's who of society go to visit. It's unfortunate that it has come down to this. The British have long gone, and the culture that they brought in continues to exist in our country, and we see this day in and day out. Is the case with the district magistrate Sanjay Kumar Singh in Lakhisarai as well, where he has reprimanded this particular teacher, Nirbhay Kumar Singh, all because he was dressed in a kurta pajama. Like I said, the colonial mindset really needs to change. Forget about the general public, that is something that will happen slowly. But at least those who are in power, those who have the might and the ability to make and bring about real change in society need to start doing it and stop being held back by the colonial hangover. This particular DM could have simply acted in a different way. If there were some lapses with regards to how the school was functioning, definitely reprimand the headmaster, take him to task and ensure that he does his duty, and the public is benefited as a result of this. A civil servant is not here to do his bidding, but the civil servant is here to do the bidding of the public and do public service, and that really needs to come into the system. There was another interesting incident that took place in Bihar as well. Lallan Kumar, an assistant professor of Hindi in Nitishwar College in Muzaffarpur, returned his salary, which amounted to 24 lakhs over a period of 33 months, to the college authorities, because he said the salary is not justified, as he has not taken any classes, as there were no students present in the class at all over this period of time, and there is no need for him to take that money and take that salary because he's dying an academic death, is how he put it. That was another interesting incident that came to light as well. The college authorities, of course, have said that the money has not been taken back by them, and it is not right for the assistant professor to have said that there were no students in the class. Now, where exactly this goes, what transpires, remains to be seen. But anyways, it was an interesting story, so I thought I'll point that out to you. Here's where I'd like to get your opinion as well, as far as the dress code issue that we were talking about earlier, and what kind of dress code is appropriate and what is inappropriate as far as a teacher is concerned. Did the headmaster of the girls' school, Nirbhay Kumar Singh, do anything wrong by wearing a kurta and pajama to the school to teach the students there? What do you think about this issue? I'd like to hear from you. Please leave your comments in the comment section below so that we know what you think as well. With that, it's a wrap on this edition of FRP Explains. If you like the content, please share the content, like the video, subscribe, hit the bell icon as well so that more people get to know about Bharata. First, let me take this opportunity to remind you about our sister concern, My Bharata as well, a YouTube channel that has been started that deals and exclusively with content related to Indian history, Indian culture, and the Indian way of life. So you can subscribe to My Bharata as well and enjoy the content there. Talking about content, we have a knowledge center, the Bharata First Knowledge Center, which has 26 great courses that have been designed for your UPSC journey, exams journey, as well as it helps you in becoming better human beings and better Bharatiyas too. Courses start as low as 150 rupees a course. So all you need to do is log in to kc.bharatafirst.com or download the Bharata First app and enjoy the content there as well and make full use of it. That's it from me. See you again next time.